Hey there. Today is our first day of the 12 tags of Christmas. Here's my first tag. And it's a simple little tree. You can make it any size that you want and as many as you want. And we're going to show you how in a minute. And I had the Cricut do the writing, so I'm not going to get caught. No one's going to know who wrote this. Are you ready? Okay. So you're going to download the SVG that I have given you to share. And we're going to upload. So I've saved it to my computer somewhere. You're going to remember where, and insert the image. Okay, now this one I brought in with some of the text. I'm going to give it to you without the text so that you don't have to worry about it. But let's just see. So I'm going to take this and ungroup it. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, maybe I'm not that way. We'll do it this way. And this one. All right. So now this is what you're going to get. The tree, the star, and the shadow behind it, which is where you're going to do the writing so that you can use a pattern paper on your tree. So first things first, you got to take these guys apart. Okay. This, I'm going to need to flip it over because I want to write on the back of it. I want to write on this part. If I didn't flip it over, I would be writing on the part under the tree. Not handy. So I'm going to flip it over. So I select it and I go up here to the top and I say flip horizontal. And now we're good. And now I'm going to go and pick some text and I'm going to write to whoever it is. Don't worry about the size right yet. To Lucy. And then on the next line, I'm going to write from Santa. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to go up into the font section and I'm going to choose under filter, writing. This is going to show me all the writing styles. I'm going to use Cricut ones, which is pretty much all that's going to come up that way. And I'm going to go through and find myself a font that I like that looks like maybe I wrote it. Kind of like this Be Free. What do you think of that? Nope, I don't like that at all. So the cool part about this is you just keep picking the ones until you find the one that you like. I could spend all day here, but we're not going to do that. We're going to pick one quick. The ones with the A next to them, those are part of Access, and that means if you have Access, you are good. So there it is. Now clearly that's too big. I'm going to shrink this in. Right up here, I'm going to make this 2.5 wide. Look at that. And I'm going to take it and move it right up here till I get it where I want on my tree. Now some things I can do if I want to. Whoops, get over there. I'm using my little arrows to get it where I want it. Now to be sure that it's centered, I can select the whole thing and I can say align and center horizontally. And it does, but that leaves my Lucy off to the side. So a couple things I can do. Click on just my Lucy, and I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. See how that gets a little smaller? And then select, align, and center. Oh, we're much better. And then while I've selected both layers, you can see over in the right, I'm going to say attach. And now I'm going to tell Cricut to go ahead and make it. So the first load of the mat is going to, if you'll notice, it says draw and cut. And then the second load of the mat is going to be the star. And the third load of the mat is going to be the tree. And when you get it all done, this is what you're going to see. Now I use pattern paper. This is Snowflake Splendor from Stampin' Up! That I used on the front. I actually used a little dimensional. Dimensionals are those little foam dots from Stampin' Up! To give it a little oomph to my star. I could have used glitter if I wanted. Depends on how many of these I'm going to make. And the name is on the back because I flipped it before I cut it. One more thing I want to show you. What if I've got 6 presents for Lucy? I'm going to come up here to apply, up at the top section, and I'm going to change that, get up there, to 6. And I'm going to say apply, and look what's going to happen. Cricut's going to think about it, and it's going to put 6 on one mat. So when I load that mat, it's going to write on 6, and then this next mat down is going to give me 6 stars, and then the last one is going to give me 6 trees. Easy peasy, tags made, ready to go. Okay, be sure to come back tomorrow when we'll have another tag ready to go on day number 2. See you soon.